to create the releases, okay, and how to create the cycles in the releases. Okay, so there here we have these many tabs: dashboard, management, requirement, testing, and the defects. In out of these tabs, the tester will be concentrating more on defects, test lab, test plan, okay, and the requirements. So here he is very less worried about rest of the things, because some in some organizations they will not be given the access to these features. Okay, these will be visible for them, but they will be having only read-only access. That depends upon the settings given to that particular login user. Okay, the dashboard. So we'll talk about the dashboard, the business models, business components, test resources. Later part, after completing the releases, requirements, test plan, test lab, and the defect section. Because to have this one, we need to have a knowledge on, to work on this, we need to have knowledge on these things. Here you see requirement analysis, test plan analysis, test sets analysis, test analysis. These all coming under dashboard. So helps, you will see all those things later part after completing release, requirement, test plan, and the test lab. So we'll come to the release folder first. How we will create a release. So what is a release all about? So the company would have planned to go for a release for some product. Okay, so they will name something for the product. They'll give the name, some name for this release. We want to name something like this. They will give some name for that one. In that release, they will be they can have the sub releases also. They can create sub releases. Okay, and in the sub releases they can create the cycles. Okay, in each cycle, what are the requirements and can go into the market. Okay, that they will be deciding under the release. Okay, how to create the release folder? So there are three options are there to create a release folder. Either by right clicking on the releases folder. Here you see the new release. So you will be creating a release folder. Under that you will be creating one release. Sorry. So you will be creating one release folder. Under that you will be creating one new release. So we will create one release folder and we will say Acti10. So we have one project with us. So we want to go and develop that application. Okay, that application, that product name is Acti10. We say it like that. So and we are saying it is the Acti10 release. Okay, this release, once as soon you create a release, that will be displayed here on the right side section. You see the details of that details tab will be displayed for that release folder. Okay, here in this release you can view the description. Okay, give you the naming. Okay, even if you check the spells by clicking on this button. Okay, same it works. Okay, the same way you can do the spell check how you will be doing in the Word file. Okay, and once you create the release folder, so whatever the documents you want to attach, you can attach it to this folder. The documents can be SRS, BRS, use cases, okay, mockups, whatever you want you can assign it. Whatever you want, this is the documents related to the release only. Okay, how we can attach it is, you can attach it from your hard disk by pressing on this pin symbol. Okay, you can attach the file. Okay, select the file and click on open. So the file will be attached to the attachment section for the release folder. Suppose if you want to link anything, so nowadays the companies are using the SharePoint, where they will be putting sharing the documents. Okay, they will be using SharePoint to as a centralized repository to save the documents. So you can even view the link. Pass that link. Here I will say Google is my document section, where I am pasting all the documents related to my project. I will say google.com and I will say the name for that link I am passing. Once you click on OK button, the link for that will be established. Once you click on this link, okay, double click on the link, so it will be taken to that page. Okay, or else you can attach the screenshot. Okay, you can attach the snapshot. This feature will take the snapshot of the your desktop screen. So if you have anything on your desktop screen, that will be taken as a image. Okay, now to take the image from this tool, what you need to do is just click on the image icon. Okay, then here you just drag this, click on this cam symbol, just click on it, it will capture the desktop screen. Okay, here you see in this one I enlarged it, whatever the desktop visible desktop was there, that image is being copied. Just click on the attach button. So as I told, I will be talking about this one during our training process at the time release. Okay, here you see that image got changed, and make sure that you attach the documents with the less size only. If you attach more size files, then it will be load on a server. Okay, then QC might respond slowly. Okay, to open the document, just click on the open document, so you can open and download it. Okay, so that will be the selected document will be downloaded, open and downloaded. Okay, if you want to upload also, you can upload the selected. Wherever you want to upload, you can upload it. And save as, you can save, download and save this. And if you want to delete attached documents, you can delete it also. This is a refresh button. And if you want to give any description, you can give the description for the attachment sections also. Why we will give the description is, we will be mentioning that what are all the documents are attached to this release folder. Okay, that we can mention over here. Okay, so that is about release folder, how we will be creating in this folder. Okay, now we will see, we create one release. So we have created one main folder for the our product to go into the release. So in that we will be going to create a one release. It's a new release. I say that. Okay. Once I create a new release, so what is the duration of that release? That we need to look into. So what is the duration of new release? And in that release, what we are going to release it? I'll say, I'll pass some name. Active time login screen. In this release, I want to have an active time login screen. Okay, so each release will be having a start date and end date. Okay, just select the desired date, start date, desired start date, and desired end date. Okay, so here you can pass the description for your release. Okay, so you can give, so most of the you can pass big name, or else you can say that or 0.1. Okay, so naming conventions will be like this only in organizations, R.1 or 0.1 or 1.1. Okay, in this release they will be passing the description over here. Active time login screen should be developed in this release. Okay, so likewise you can pass the description for the release. Okay, now the same way you can pass the attach the documents for this release which I shown over here. Okay, you can do the spell check. Okay, you can treasure if you want to have in treasure will be having. Okay, now just click on the OK button. If you have any other documents, you can attach it to that release for that release. Okay, again the same thing will be displayed along with the extra tabs over here. For the release folder, you saw only details and the attachment tabs. Okay, again when we created a release under that release folder, okay, main release folder, there is a details section. The name of the release is R.1 or 1.1, and where is the start date, end date, and the release ID. It's a system generated. Okay, the requirements assigned to release, the statistics will be mentioned in the description, which we mentioned during the creation of the release, that will be populated over here, and you can format the text, description text, what you entered over here. These are the formatting text, okay, available for what is the release scope, okay, in the master plan, scorecard, and the status. You will see later part once we map all the requirements for this the release. Okay. We created the release. So we are considering this application which is shown here, this ActiveTime application as of our product, to which we will be creating the releases and will be creating the cycles to develop this product. Okay. Now, so we have done with this much, and in this release, so what and all you want to cover, how many cycles you want to have in this release, how many cycles you want to have. Okay, to have what is a cycle, each cycle, see, in the release folder once we created, we need to have some cycles so that the requirements can be broken in a set manner. Okay, it's in a set, the set of requirements will be broken into cycles. Okay, each cycle will be going with the some requirements, so it will be easy to track, and it will be easy to develop and test, and it will be easy to manage the things. Okay, now here you will see how to create a release cycle. There are multiple options are also available to create a new cycle for the release. Either you can create from here by clicking on this one. This will be enabled only when you select the release folder. Okay, if you when I selected this ActiveTime, the main release folder, it is not enabled. If I select the release folder, then only the release folder, you will see release cycle. This new cycle will be enabled. Now right click on it, and you will see you can a new cycle. Again, as the similar screen of the release folder will be visible for the new cycle also. Here you can view the cycle. I will say cycle 1. Okay. I will say cycle 1, login, screen. Okay, login screen, username and password, text fields, and login button should be completed. Okay, and we'll select the start date and end date. So this start date and end date should be within these two dates. Okay, within these two dates, which is the release start date. In the release only we are creating the cycles. Okay, if I select previous date, see, you will be getting the error. Date cannot be earlier than the release start date. So the date should fall between release start date and the release end date. That means the cycle start date and end date, cycles start date and end date should fall between the release start date and end date only. Okay. So we are starting the same date and we are ending the one day before. Okay. Now the same section will be there for the attachments. You can do the same functionality to attach, and you can do the description also. Okay. Now click on OK. Now a release cycle will be created. Okay, again you can attach the documents same way, and here you can see the progress of our progress. How is the progress of that cycle? Okay, total days in the cycle. So we have mentioned 3 days. In 3 days, the total test instance per cycle, how many happened, remaining test instance to run. Okay, the entire thing will be captured over here in this one, the progress bar. You can see it, how the progress of the cycle is going on. Okay, that we will see once we map the requirements to this cycle after creating, and we will be creating the test sets. In the test set we will be having the test cases. Once we execute all the test cases and map those tests to the requirement and the requirement to the cycles, then you can see a pictorial representation of the your progress over here. That is why I told you we'll see this one later part once we complete our requirements and the test plan and the test lab. Okay, now we have a